Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new video of me, Fuzzball40. Once again, I apologise if my voice is croaky. I'm recording these videos in bulk on my day off streaming on Sunday, so it's going to sound the same. I'm trying my hardest. I'm meant to be on voice rest, but I want to get as many videos out as I could, like ready to go, so I can really focus on streaming for the last few days before I go back to work. If you are new around here, drop me a subscription down below. By the time you're seeing this, we would have hit 1.3k. We're trying to hit 2k within like the next month. We'll do that easily. We're getting like 50 subs a day at the moment. It's mental. If you haven't yet done it, go and check out yesterday evening's video. It's exactly how you craft a base icon for free. I want to show you guys the sort of method, one round of the method from bronze to silver to gold, and then what I did was I put my players on that account that I'm not using anymore into the base icon, and you can go and see who I packed. It's worth watching. But yeah, so check that video out. I don't want this video to be another rant video. I'm not going to rant at all. I just want to go over sort of what is going on with FIFA this year. There's going to be some sniping filters in here that I've seen that are good for the Premier League SBC. We're talking about that Premier League SBC. We're going to be talking about promos that we've had so far and what's been good about them, what's been bad about them, and then specifically about TOTW'S and where EA have gone, in my opinion, drastically wrong. And I think something's up there. I'm not saying that's about. But anyway, we'll get into that. If you look at all the promos so far this year, if you start off with like ones to watch at the beginning of the game, it was a very meh promo. Like no one really cared about it. It was nothing special. A few flash SBCs. It was okay. Nothing great. The hype was there because it was the beginning of FIFA, but that is what it is at the end of the day. The sort of cards you got, that promise has been re-released now for ones to watch. It was 40k at the beginning. The problem that you have with ones to watch as a promo, full stop, is the fact that EA have been reluctant to give players deserved boosts. Now, I think Coutinho's the only ones to watch. I think, I might be wrong, there's got 2 upgrades so far. I think everyone else has got 1. Even when they deserved it, and it seems clear they're going to get one. I remember Sarabia being like nailed on for one and Icardi got it. So even when they deserved them, EA haven't given them boosts, which in my opinion is disgusting. If you're going to have a whole point of a promo to have cards that are upgradable when they get teams of the weeks and when they get those sort of cards, you're going to then give them boosts, and you don't give them boosts when they clearly then what you're doing to the community is you're lying to them. You're lying to the community by saying, buy these cards, they're upgradable, and when they should get upgrades, they'll get upgrades, but then you don't give them to them, you're lying. And you can say to me, oh, it's opinion as to what you think. That Sarabia, did he score 2 and set up 2 or something like that in that game? And then Icardi, who scored 1 or something like that, got it. It was weird. It was the most bizarre thing. The problem that ones to watch will always have is that if you get ones to watch expensive and he gets injured, if you lose value on him. There've been some good, like some successes with it. Wan-Bissaka, for example, Ben Yedder got ones to watch. He's got 2 ones to watches as well. So Ben Yedder's also got 2 of them. There's been some successes with it, but ones to watch is just meh. Going on into Ultimate Scream, in my opinion, one of the worst Ultimate Screams we've ever had. Now, the pack players were brilliant. They were really good. They all got monster boosts, and I thought that was really clever, really good. But it yet again played into a theme we've seen so far this year, that it's all about the money for EA. Because they gave these pack players there, you've got to spend money to pack these players. You've got to put money, 3 points on your account to open packs up and get these players. So that's just what it was. The players we got from the SBCs were all incredibly meh, except for PK. PK was a big win, and that at the time I gave EA credit for it. I thought it was a really good card. It felt like they sort of listened to people, maybe joined the promo and thought, right, let's release something of good value. My concern right now is that EA are now going to drop that PK as a re-release. It wouldn't surprise me if they do. So those people who've done it ages ago get screwed over again. But Scream was just mad. There was like a few of these like sort of daily SBCs, but again, it just felt very half-hearted. A lot of it felt half-hearted. And joining up with Scream was the time when people started to twig on to that the game wasn't what it suggested it was going to be when we first started playing it. The gameplay at that point was bad. Things were terrible, and it was around that time I think as well we had the drama with Corey and Zaro, the community managers. Let's be honest, they are useless. They've done nothing. I don't care if they watch this video and they don't like it. It's a fact. They are the worst example of a community manager you're ever gonna meet. They're terrible. Wasted of time, and what they're being paid for, I don't know. If I acted the way they acted, I think Corey came out and said from now on I don't want this to affect my engagement, and then said, but I'm no longer going to engage with you. Like, how stupid is that? I don't want it to affect my engagement. On the other side, I'm not going to engage with you. How do you think we're stupid, bro? None of us are dumb. And that whole period then was just incredibly toxic. And I don't think it was helped by bad promo and bad gameplay coming together. It just created one big like bomb that went off and go kaboom, and then the community lost their shit. And that was that basically. So, in my opinion, it was a very meh promo on the screen. I don't think it was anything special. Road to the final, like the less said about Road to the final, the better. Some good cards in road to the final. Or team of the group stage, whatever. Your road to the final was road to the final. Some good cards in road to the final. And then some utterly piss poor SBCs. Hakimi right mid comes to mind. Who else comes to mind for that? Quadrado centre back comes to mind. I was trying to think of the road to the final cards. I can't remember all of them, but it was awful. That wasn't road to the final, was it? Road to the final was different to that. But road to the final was just meh. Again, it was another pack promotion. It was team of the group stage that we got Hakimi and Quadrado. So we're coming to team of the group stage. Team of the group stage, awful. Awful SBCs, awful everything. Nothing about it was good. Nothing about it was, there was no redeeming features. There weren't daily SBCs. There wasn't a consistent basis of, right, this is what it was. It was just another pack promotion. And if you look at them, go back and look at them. Ones to watch, pack promotion. Ultimate Scream, pack promotion. A really good pack promotion because the players were good. For the first time, I thought Scream actually had some merit. Road to the final, pack promotion. And team of the group stage or team of the tournament, whatever you want to call it, pack promotion. It was crap. It was utter crap. So they've been rubbish, and then that leads you to now to FOTW'S, right? Now, EA don't understand in Black Friday it's about sales and everything's the same price, and you just get lightning rounds. They don't understand that that's not what Black Friday is. And FOTW'S is Christmas. It's time for giving. So EA gave us some objective players which were all right. They were quite good. I'll give them that. Thiago Mendes was very good. Bamin was very good. But the SBCs at the beginning were disgustingly expensive. Way too. But for the first time, it felt like EA listened. It really felt like EA listened because a lot of SBCs came out. For example, if Renato Sanchez you're looking at right now, brilliant value for coins. Utterly brilliant value for coins. This card is a sensational card. A really sensational card. I love using him. He's very, very good. And it felt like they listened. And then it got towards FOTW'S and we all thought, right, 24th December, FOTW'S is over. And you go, okay, cool, no problem. That is what that is. And then they start re-releasing SBCs. And now I had a Barney with a streamer yesterday who is a game changer, who sat there and praised EA for this and whatnot. I'm sorry, don't listen to a word he says or any of these game changers are saying about this promo. If they say anything but the re-releasing is terrible, then they're talking nonsense. Why on earth are we re-releasing content? Why, as a company, are EA splitting the community down the middle to those who had it and those who didn't have it? Why not just do SBCs that we can also do? So what, you couldn't get P-Shake. You didn't get the game, unfortunately, that's how life goes. However, he's a great right back, you can all do. And that's fine. You can be happy with that. He's a right back, brilliant. He's a centre back, you can all do. Here's that. Why do you go out your way to annoy half the community? But moreover than this, and this is the one thing that's got my goat more than anything, why on earth are we getting untradeable rewards? So FOTW'S challenge here, I've got to put my hard-earned coins into this to get an untradeable pack back. But it gets worse in my opinion. It gets much worse. They've now started doing that with these SBCs. And I can only think and hope it's a mistake, but I don't think it is. Untradeable rewards as part of SBCs. Now the argument for that from this game changer was, oh, it's because it's cheaper. Piss off, man. You don't get to change the game in a week like that and just go, oh, suddenly we're going to give you that untradeable rewards all the time. No. It doesn't work that way. I don't care how much you love it after your game changer and whatnot and you'll kiss EA's ass for it. Ain't happening. It's bull. Utter bull. It is nonsense. It is nonsense to ever suggest that is a good idea. And the problem I've got with it is, no matter which way you gloss it up, the whole point of when you get an untradeable SBC like this, it's a bit more expensive and whatnot, is that you get a pack back for a chance to get some of your coins back. Now, if you remove that element, that you can't get any coins back, other than maybe getting an untradeable player you've already got, or it might go to a team that saves you the coins that you got in that player there, it's a nonsensical thing. However, if EA were turning around giving out rare player packs, jumbo rare player packs, big packs basically, for untradeable rewards, I'd probably be a bit more on board with it. I still wouldn't like it, but I'd probably be a bit more on board with it. But these are untradeable premium mixed players packs and prime electrum players packs. Like, why? What on earth? And this leads me to tell you what I think. I think EA aren't letting on to the fact that something has happened. A decision has been made or something's happened. Now, most of you know that EA have been taken to court in Belgium, France, Germany, UK, US, or investigations are ongoing into the fact that the use of FIFA points is classed as gambling, basically. Belgium banned them, France apparently on the verge of banning them, and the UK is looking into banning them. I think EA may have realised that their greed and their methodology of making money on this has run its course, and they're going to be stopped from doing it, or voluntarily they'll stop themselves before being stopped. So I believe they're trying to eke every last penny out of this as they can before Ultimate Team's revamped in some way, shape or form. The problem I've got with that is, number one, you shouldn't be lying to the community. You should tell the community that's what the situation is, so the community knows and can make an informed decision as to what they do. Number two, doesn't mean you should screw the community over now, because what you're doing, all they've done is alienate gamers left, right and centre, in terms of the fact that people are sitting there going, I'm not turning this game on anymore. What is the point? Why do I want to do this? Why on earth can they just change the rules, change the game the way they want it to, for people to just go, oh, okay, cool, we're going to do this now, we're going to give you untradeable rewards. And so I can't implore you enough, don't do these SPCs. I know it's really tempting to want to open up a Prime Gold Players Pack, but just don't do it. Don't do the Prime Gold Players Pack, don't do the Peace Check, don't do these re-release SPCs and make them realise that actually, no, it's not okay. Full stop. One of the main reasons they've done this is to screw over traders, we all know that. The reason why the League SPC players are so low rated, although they're good cards, is because last year it's easy to trade, basically do the League SPCs for free, and get the players for free, and those players can then be used for base icons or other SPCs. And that's why they've done it. It's another way of sucking coins out of the game. Another way that Jamie, Foot Economist, has helped to screw the community over by doing nothing about that. Another way that EA just screwing us all over one by one by one. But I promised you filters, and I'm going to give you filters. The Premier League, it's been a weird SPC so far, really weird. So slowly but surely the prices are climbing for the players, the teams that I thought they would. Sheffield United are sort of consistently in about 2,000s at the moment now. The silver centre-backs have climbed up to about 2,000. But they're just not very, very like consistently high. Like there's two there for 1,700, 1,800, but the consistent price you're seeing on them now is about 2,000 coins. So they will keep climbing as long as EA don't keep bringing out loads of silver packs, but there's a chance they'll climb. But another reason why untradeable rewards might be there is because EA have realised they've messed up on this SPC. People weren't happy about it. I think they're good players, but people weren't happy about it, so they're trying to keep the market in silvers in the Premier League relatively inflated. But you can obviously, that's the first sniping filter for you is Sheffield United centre backs. They sell for about 2k at the moment. Remember to check every single time you go and start doing the filters what they're selling for, so you know what to list them for. Anything below 1,500 coins, you're making profit here. But the Sheffield United centre backs are really good. Southampton strikers, just full stop. Southampton strikers are very, very good. They're about 2k-ish. Shane Long's one of them. But yeah, you see that they're 900, 2,000. I try and look to get the silvers and the golds if you can. But yeah, they're good. You can get 1,500 coins. You make profit on them easy as you go. So that's another really good filter. Really, really good filter. Another one that I had was gold left back for Man City. For some reason they're selling for quite a bit. It was one that was suggested to me to have a look at. But Zinchenko's a guy, if I'm not mistaken. He sells about 2k-ish, give or take. 1,800 there. Just 1,700 at the moment, so anything below that, you'll do quite well to buy him. You might get Angelino, who costs even more, but that's really good. Gold left back Man City. And the final one I'm going to give you right now is just standard centre-back Liverpool, basically. Another really good one. It's weird because with this SVC, the silvers haven't really gone up, but loads of the golds have. But silver, the centre-back Liverpool, like that Lovren there, it's not massive profit, but it's for 1,400 coins or so. And that may be something like 200 coins profit off of him. But it's a really good one again. They sell for about 1,400 to 1,500 coins. So yeah, gold centre-back Liverpool is a good one. But lads, if this has been helpful, please do drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. We're growing every day. It'd be great if you can grow with us. I'll keep bringing out training videos as much as I can. You get a training video every morning and usually a gameplay in the evening. But yeah, just be mindful of the Premier League SPC. We're waiting for the hype to start of it. We're only day 2. We've still got 3 or 4 more days at least. The price rising, so hopefully we should see some gains on that. But for now, lads, I'm out. Peace out. I hope you have a good day. And yeah, I'll see you soon.